Did you know there's a country where the sun rises before almost anywhere else in the world? Most people have never even heard its name, but its people live close to nature and carry secrets as old as the ocean. If you want to discover a country that feels like a hidden world, this story is for you. Today, we will travel together to Samoa, a small island nation in the heart of the Pacific Ocean. In this video, you will learn about the everyday life, special traditions, and the beautiful places of Samoa. You will also find out about a real problem the people there face and how they work together to overcome it. Stay with me until the end, because the story of Samoa might surprise you and help you see the world in a new way. Imagine waking up on an island surrounded by bright blue water as far as you can see. This is Samoa, a country made of two big islands and several smaller ones, all covered in green forests and palm trees. Samoa sits in the Pacific Ocean, far away from big cities and busy roads, so the air here is fresh and the sea is calm most days. The two largest islands are called Upolu and Savaii, and together they are home to most of the people in Samoa. The weather in Samoa is always warm, with sunlight shining on the white beaches and tall mountains in the distance. When you step outside in the morning, you hear birds singing and feel a gentle breeze that smells like flowers and coconut. Most people live in small villages close to the sea or the rivers, where everyone knows each other by name. Houses in Samoa are simple, often built with wood and open walls to let in the cool air and the sounds of nature. Children walk to school along sandy paths, and adults go fishing, farming, or weaving mats to support their families. It feels like time moves slowly here, and life follows the rhythm of the ocean and the sunrise. A day in Samoa. Let's follow a Samoan family from sunrise to sunset and see what their day is like. Early in the morning, before the sun gets too hot, the whole family wakes up together. They start the day with smiles, gentle greetings, and sometimes a soft song. Breakfast in Samoa is often simple but fresh, like breadfruit, bananas, or coconut, with fish or taro, all grown nearby. Children help their parents in small ways, maybe collecting fruits from the trees or helping to sweep the front yard. After breakfast, children get ready for school, wearing neat uniforms and carrying small bags with their books and pencils. The walk to school might take them along the beach, where they can see the waves and sometimes spot tiny crabs moving in the sand. At school, they learn English, Samoan, maths, and stories from their teachers, who are usually people from the same village. Adults might go to the fields to plant taro or yams, or head out in small boats to fish in the ocean. Some mothers and grandmothers weave baskets or mats from palm leaves, working together and sharing stories while they work. In the afternoon, families meet again to share lunch, often sitting on mats in a circle and eating with their hands. After lunch, there is time for rest, laughter, or playing outside. Children might swim in the river or play games with stones or sticks under the trees. As the sun goes down, the village becomes quiet except for the sound of birds and the waves. At dinner, families gather once more and talk about their day, enjoying food and the peaceful evening air. Before bedtime, everyone says goodnight, and sometimes the grandparents share old stories about their ancestors or the history of Samoa. This is a normal day in Samoa, filled with simple joys, close family, and the beauty of nature all around, culture, and people. In Samoa, family is the most important part of life, and people are always ready to help each other. They call this way of living Fa'a Samoa, which means the Samoan way, where respect, sharing, and kindness are at the heart of everything. When you visit a Samoan village, people greet you with warm smiles and say talofa, which means hello in Samoan. Children learn from a young age to respect their elders, help their neighbors, and be proud of their culture. Samoan families are often big, with many brothers, sisters, cousins, aunts, and uncles all living close by. At special times, families come together to cook big meals called umu, where food is baked over hot stones in the ground. People love to sing, dance, and tell stories, passing on old traditions from one generation to the next. Traditional Samoan dance, called siva, is full of graceful hand movements and colorful costumes that shine in the sunlight. Many Samoan men and women have tattoos, called tatau, which tell the story of their family and their place in the community. The clothes in Samoa are bright and beautiful, often with flower patterns and soft fabrics that are comfortable in the hot weather. No matter where you go in Samoa, you feel the strong spirit of friendship and the deep connection people have with each other. Nature and wildlife. Samoa is a place where nature feels alive and close to everyone. Tall palm trees wave in the wind, while flowers in every color fill the gardens and roadsides. The ocean around Samoa is bright blue and full of life, with colorful fish, sea turtles, and sometimes even dolphins swimming close to the shore. On the land, you might see wild chickens, small lizards, and birds like the shining honey eater or the flying fox, which is a kind of bat. Many families have small gardens where they grow taro, bananas, breadfruit, and coconut trees, using the food for their meals each day. There are even volcanoes on the islands, covered in green forests, and some parts have waterfalls where children like to swim. Samoan people love the sea, and many know how to fish, dive, and paddle canoes to catch their dinner or to travel to another village. The beaches are covered with white sand, and when the tide goes out, you can find shells and tiny creatures hiding in the shallow pools. The weather is warm and humid, so people spend a lot of time outside, enjoying the sunshine and cool ocean breeze. Nature is not just beautiful in Samoa. It is also a big part of every family's life and the stories they share. Special traditions and festivals. Samoa is full of bright festivals and unique traditions that bring people together in joyful ways. One of the most famous celebrations is White Sunday, a special day for children, where kids dress in white clothes, sing songs at church, and are given special treats and meals by their families. During White Sunday, you can hear laughter and music everywhere, as children perform dances, read poems, and receive love from everyone in the village. Another important event is the Fiafia Night, which is a big gathering with lots of food, dancing, and singing, where families and friends come together to share stories and show their talents. Traditional Samoan music uses drums and ukuleles, and the dances often tell stories about history, the ocean, or animals. Women wear flowers in their hair and colorful dresses, while men wear special shirts called ie fataga with flower designs. People make decorations with fresh leaves and flowers, and the smell of roasted food fills the air as everyone eats together on woven mats. Festivals in Samoa are not only fun, but they also help everyone remember the old ways, respect their elders, and feel proud of their culture. These celebrations are times when the whole village feels like one big family, full of happiness, music, and smiles that last long after the party ends. Even in a beautiful place like Samoa, life is not always easy. One big problem that many Samoan people face is the power of nature, especially strong storms called cyclones. Cyclones can bring heavy rain and fast winds that break trees, damage homes, and flood the land. Sometimes, the sea rises higher than normal, washing away parts of the beach and even reaching into people's houses. Because Samoa is made up of small islands, there are not many tall mountains to block the storms, so the villages are very open to the weather. After a big cyclone, it can be hard for families to find clean water, enough food, or a safe place to sleep. Some children cannot go to school for many days because the roads are blocked and the classrooms are broken. This is a real challenge, and it makes daily life more difficult for many people in Samoa. When a big storm hits Samoa, Everyone in the village works together to stay safe and help each other. Families gather in the strongest house, bringing food, water, and warm blankets to share. Neighbors check on the elderly and the youngest children, making sure no one is left alone or scared. After the cyclone passes, the whole community comes out to clean up the fallen trees, fix broken roofs, and sweep away the mud from their homes. People who have extra food or supplies always share with those who have lost more in the storm, because in Samoa, no one is left behind. Schools reopen as soon as possible, with teachers and parents helping to repair classrooms so children can continue learning. Even though it is hard, Samoan people face these problems with a positive spirit, singing songs, telling jokes, and working as a team to rebuild their lives. Their strong family bonds and sense of community help them overcome the hardest times and find hope for tomorrow. Let's imagine one night when a powerful cyclone suddenly hit a small village in Samoa. The wind howled, the rain fell like buckets, and the ocean waves crashed against the shore, shaking the houses. A little boy named Tazi sat close to his family in the safest house in the village, holding his sister's hand and listening to his father's calm voice. Outside, palm trees bent low and thunder roared, but inside, everyone was together, sharing stories and singing to keep their spirits strong. When the morning sun finally rose, the village looked very different, with broken branches and fallen leaves everywhere. Tazi's family and their neighbors went outside, helping each other clean up the mess and comfort those who felt sad or scared. Even though their home had lost its roof, Tazi smiled when he saw all the people working side by side, showing courage and hope. By the end of the day, the village had already started to rebuild, with new roofs, fresh food, and laughter returning to the streets. This is the strength of Samoa, where people never give up, even when the storm is strong. The story of Samoa is not just about beautiful beaches or green mountains, but about people who care for each other every day. In Samoa, family and friends stand together, whether the day is sunny or a storm is coming. They respect old traditions, share what they have, and never let anyone feel alone, even during hard times. Nature is a big part of their lives, and the Samoan way teaches us to be kind, strong, and hopeful, no matter what happens. Maybe the world would be a better place if we all learned a little from the people of Samoa. If you enjoyed learning about Samoa and want to hear more amazing stories from around the world, make sure to watch the next video now. Every story will help you improve your English and see the world with new eyes.